Hey boys and girls. So this is a side of me that you guys have not seen. It's also a side that I don't have very often. So this is not typically how you see me, is it? So today, this is a mess. I wanted to talk with you about our next key to being a better you. Our next key is courage. So it takes a lot of courage for me to step outside of my comfort zone and do something that I'm not used to doing, or something that I'm a little nervous that people might laugh at me about. But this week, we are talking about courage, and that is our next key to success. So we have talked about respect, we've talked about honesty, we've talked about patriotism, and we talked about kindness. So today, we're talking about what does it mean to have courage. And a lot of times when we think about courage, we think about bravery. We think about people who are brave, people who have done courageous things, people who we think are heroes. And we read stories about them, or we see them on TV and in the movies. But did you know that you can be courageous too, just the way you are? Anytime that you are doing something that you are scared to do, but you overcome that fear, you are showing courage and you're being brave. So when we talk about courage, courage is being brave. It is learning how to say no when you know that something's wrong. And that's the example that they give us in our story today. You see, these boys, they know how to say no and move on. They are showing courage by walking away from something that they know is not a good situation. It is learning to accept the darker, scary things. And a lot of us are afraid of the dark at one time in our lives. Some of us are still afraid of the dark, and that's okay. But do you still go to bed? You go to sleep? You overcome that fear. So one thing that you do when you're at school, and even when you're doing your learning at home now, you are working hard to achieve a goal. And so they are working hard to achieve a goal. And when you work hard, you're showing courage, because it is so easy to give up. If I'm trying something and I just cannot get the hang of it, and I get frustrated and I give up and I don't try it again, that's me giving in. But if I don't get it right and I keep trying and I keep trying, that is me showing courage. That's me being brave. That is me trying to do something new, even though I'm afraid that I won't be able to do it. And you know, one thing about courage, it's so easy for us to tell ourselves that we can't do something. Our brain is a very, very powerful tool inside our bodies. Our brain, if we tell ourselves that we can do something, then we really get ourselves geared up to it and we try our utmost and our best. And a lot of times we'll be able to do it, or we'll be close to doing it. That's courage. But our brain, we also tell ourselves sometimes that we can't do it. And then we make ourselves believe we can't, even when we don't even try it. People show courage every day, and you can show courage every day. You already do. When you're trying something new, that is showing courage. When you do something that is out of your comfort zone, like when you learned how to ride a bike, you didn't get it perfect the first time. You had to learn how to pedal. You had to learn how to keep it upright without training wheels. That took courage, because sometimes it's really scary when those training wheels come off. You can show courage by being brave, even when you're scared. You don't have to be a hero. You don't have to be somebody who's famous. You just have to be you. And you have to know that even though something might be new, or it might be scary, or it might be tricky, you can still do it. You can still try it. You might find out that you don't like it, or you might find out that you're not really good at it, but you tried. And that is what bravery is. That's what courage is. It's trying something. And then you decide if it's something you want to do again, or if it's something that you might want to do differently the next time, or if it's something that you are just really good at and it becomes your new thing, your new skill. It takes courage. What you're doing right now, remote learning, this is something that we've never done before. You show courage every day when you do your work, and when you get on your Zoom meetings, and when you submit your work to your teacher online. That's courage. Our soldiers show bravery and courage every day. They serve in our military to make sure that we are safe and that our rights are protected, and that we have the freedom to go to school every day and learn things without having to worry about being in trouble for what we're learning. A lot of times, the most important way that you can show courage is by doing the right thing even when other people are not. It takes courage to do what you're supposed to do when your friends are doing bad things. It takes courage to follow the rules when your friends are daring you not to. It takes courage to be a strong person. And I know that each of you have that courage in you. I know that you all know how to make the right choice. You know how to be good examples to others. And I'm asking you every day while you're at home, and then in the fall when we come back to school when we're all together, I'm asking you to show those little acts of courage in doing the right thing, in trying new things, and in sharing with others about what you're afraid of and letting them help you through your fears. Because sometimes as adults, we need to talk to people about things that we're afraid of, because when we have somebody with us or we know we have somebody's support, it doesn't seem so scary anymore. But the important thing is that you try and you remember that I love you. Your teachers and everybody at LJBL loves you. We miss you. And we know that all of these keys to being a better you guys know them. You do them every day. And we're proud of you. So until next time.